Welcome to another episode of Dox'n Reality, and today we're going into the Meanwhile folder. You know, things that you should be paying attention to while while all this other crap is going on in the foreground. You know, your entertainment, your celebrity gossip and all that bullshit. Yeah, that's cool and all for a little bit, but meanwhile, while that's going on, what's going on behind the scenes? And that's what these episodes are here to do, meant to inform. I can't just base the whole channel off of fights and hoes and thottery and general fuckery and all that, you know? But y'all don't need to hear my whole spiel, but let me get off my soapbox and just go right to the content. All right, what if he would have broke this man's spine? Would he be liable for that? Yes, he would. And then I imagine the complaint would be he wouldn't wear a mask. And you know what the courts would say? Just because he wasn't wearing a fucking mask doesn't give you permission to like slam him in like that. And he would end up having to pay charges to this guy. That's what they do. They tell you to do one thing, but if you do that one thing, they're gonna back out of it and say, "We didn't tell your punk ass to do that. Who the fuck?" And that's what they do. Now, you gotta keep in mind, they say there's a civil war coming. And whatever army or whatever authority shows up after all the idiots clean themselves up, they're going to be the new ruling authority. Now, America, I believe, probably will be a civil war, but it's going to be against the intelligent versus the unintelligent. You know, kind of class warfare type of shit. This nigga displayed a very irrational response tonight, not wearing a mask. This coronavirus shit is not that damn dead. It's not even lethal. In fact, they overhyped that shit at the jump just to make sure, just to keep you in a fucking state of mind, which renders you utterly useless in a logical setting. More people have died from the regular flu. More people have died from the fucking common cold than the coronavirus, but not wearing a mask. It's changing people's reactions and whatnot. It's doing something to folks. And there's a civil war. You're gonna have to. A lot of these people are gonna go. They're what the powers that shouldn't be referred to as useful idiots. You almost broke this nigga's spine behind a goddamn mask. If that dude wouldn't turn like shot your ass, then what? Next video. Let's keep going. They ain't gonna disrespect the nigga.
So you're telling me in 40 years of research, there is no vaccine for HIV. There's been 100 years of research for cancer, no vaccine. There's ongoing research still for the common cold, no vaccine. Yet in 1 year, we've developed a vaccine for COVID-19 and you want me to take that shit? Thanks, but no thanks.
Where's the lie? And I've been saying that same shit for quite some time. And then, at this point, as you know, the coronavirus vaccine has been released, been made available, and everybody who has taken it so far, there have been quite a few mishaps with that. A lot of people have developed Bell's palsy with that, which paralyzes your face. Why the fuck would people see this result and sign up for that? Much less, why the fuck would you give that to children? That is poison. If it's fucking up your face, then what the fuck is in it? And they're trying to tell you you have to take it? Get the fuck out of my face. Like I said, a virus that is less lethal than a virus that barely has killed anybody, which has a 99.999999999% survival rate. And you want everybody to take a vaccine for it. Get the fuck out of here.
Hey guys, I know we're all a little bit bummed that the next stimulus check is only going to be $600. So here's some fun.
at this point, this video may be a little bit dated, but they're talking about $2,000 now. Yeah, I'm at the point to where I'm learning to hate the free lunch. So, but this guy might be right on wise things to do. Like, don't buy a fucking PS5, especially if you're behind on your rent.
Things you can do with $600. You can pay for less than half of your annual car insurance according to the national average.
Most of these hoes can't drive. Most of these hoes just like bumming off of somebody else, just using Uber. So this wouldn't apply.
Or how about treating yourself to almost 2 bottles of insulin?
Well, shit, this might actually be applicable to a lot of black households. We ain't even gonna deny that. All that diabetes talk and all that Kool-Aid, I'm guilty of that Kool-Aid shit, so I can't even lie.
For all my diabetic friends out there, put it in a retirement fund for only 30 years.
Shit, I doubt America has that long left, but hey, it's better to try it, and shit's better to put some away than not put nothing and have 0%, 100% of zero, right?
And it'll be worth almost $2,000.
That's kind of a waste. You'd be better off investing that shit in the stock market.
Pay for a college class.
Or you can just like download the textbooks from the same place you get your illegal movies. And the information, pretty much in college, all they're doing is just having you read out the goddamn textbook. Then you go buy the materials, source some shit yourself. You probably find them at the junkyard or very cheap online, and learn the shit yourself. And besides, they always tell you when you go to that job, you don't have any experience. So if you get the textbook, read it, apply the knowledge, and start doing shit yourself, bam, there's your experience.
And still have enough left over for lunch. Well, almost enough for lunch. But hey, look at it this way. If you earn minimum wage, that stimulus check is an entire paycheck. Assuming you work 40 hours a week and get paid bi-weekly. Well, before taxes, of course. $600 is a lot of money, guys. And the
Nah, 600 ain't shit. I can tell you that. And this is coming from a guy who's had I don't want to disclose that, but I've had quite a bit before, and that shit didn't last. And this is after stretching over a year, or actually over a year and a half.
1960s, $600 could pay for 3 months of rent.
Hold on, what?
Bi-weekly. Well, before taxes, of course. $600 is a lot of money, guys. In the 1960s, $600 could pay for 3 months of rent.
We're not in fucking 1960.
See, guys, it's not that bad.
600, that's barely. All right, $600. What could you do with that? Matter of fact, look up stock prices real quick. Matter of fact, I would use my phone, but I'm using that to record right now. So, what's a good ass stock to buy right? Hell, AT&T is like $20 a share. The last payout was 50 cents a share. But no, what is it? 52 cents. $29. You do the math on that. Let's see. Pull up this calculator real quick. Yes, I'm gonna school you niggas on something. Let's see. I'm just going out the last price based off today. $29.83 was the stock of AT&T cost right now. And I choose AT&T because they consistently pay dividends when it's time to pay up. So 29 or no, just clear it. Just 600 divided by 29.83. You could buy 20 shares out of that. 2011. So pretty much 20 shares, give or take. Okay. Let's see. Times that by 52 cents. I mean, you get paid quarterly, but let's see. You would make 1045 in dividends. But let's see, how long would it take to average that? You can make that back in like 5 years. But hey, that's money you get paid. Just make that in 60 months. Yeah, so about 5 years. But that would be money. You would make that money back out of not doing shit but sitting on your ass and just owning the stock. And then you would have made $27 extra off of it. So it's not all loss. But let's continue. I'm not a financial expert, but that's what I do.
What's your opinion on wearing a mask?
Okay, so I'm a registered nurse in the emergency room,
Okay.
and I'm not wearing a mask
You're a registered nurse.
for 20 years.
Yeah, for 20 years, and you don't believe in wearing a mask.
I don't believe in wearing a mask.
You're a nurse in a hospital. What hospital?
I don't want to say.
Oh, it's okay. Don't, you know what? Don't say it. You've been
Like, the fuck does it matter?
on the front
If you're gonna catch COVID, you're gonna catch it.
lines of COVID.
Yes, and I've seen a lot of sick people.
So do you wear a mask at work?
Yes, I do. We have to. You know what? You want to, because I'm directly with COVID patients, so I don't want to get it and then give it to another patient or anything like that.
Yeah, you don't want to get the virus and then give it to someone else.
Long story short, she only wears the mask at work because you have to, but everywhere else, I'm not wearing that shit. Pretty much, she's doing it to protect her bottom line, which I do the same shit too, because I'm not wearing no goddamn mask if I don't fucking have to. Like, in stores, I'll be walking around without the shit. Everybody up just masked up like it's a fucking zombie movie or something. I'm like, bruh, if you masking up for COVID, you should mask up for flu season and all this other shit. If you believe that, you believe anything. So, I mean, that just kind of shows you how easily it is to sway the American public to get you to turn to an agenda. And that's probably why. That's one of the reasons they dumb down. They dumb down every fucking American. That's why they don't teach you shit in school. That's why they don't teach you anything of real importance. Then again, France is always in some shit. Okay, so if you're gonna show us pictures of the cops, or video of the cops, show us where all that debris is coming from. Otherwise, I'm just gonna view it as another stage false flag. Some shit fed to the media by various intelligence agencies. And you have to learn how to see through this game that they're playing with you, because there's a military manual on how to do psychological operations. That this shit is real. And then, if you haven't read this book or this document called Silent Weapons for Quiet Wars, I encourage you to do so. There's an audiobook available on YouTube. You can look this shit up. It's down there in the search results, not too far down, but just far enough to where they think you're not going to look anymore. I can put it in the description. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to. Oh, well, I'm guessing that's the last episode. Oh, okay. Well, I guess that's all we have for this episode of Dox'n Reality. Now make sure you tune in for more episodes. And once again, I'm your host, Mr. Paradox, over and out.